Hi everyone, it's your girl Unique Nelo. It's good to be back again. For today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to make this headband made with Asooke. Yeah, guys, this is quite easy. So without taking your time, let's move straight to the tutorial. Alright guys, for this fabric, I used 3 lines of Asooke and the material I'm holding is 28 inches length, okay? What I'll be doing is, first of all, just hem the edge of this fabric, hem this first part and the other side of it. You know what I mean? After doing it this way, sew it down to sewing machine. Then once you're done sewing down, you take the wrong side inside, fold this way and sew down. I don't know if you understand me. So this is Mako, okay? This Mako will be inserted inside this fabric and the length of this Mako is 20 inches by 2 inches width. So I'm done sewing. I can see the outcome. This is what I mean. All right, I sew on the right side. So, sorry, on the wrong side. And after sewing, you turn it out. You understand what I mean by on the wrong side, okay? Then you turn it out. And you make sure that the sewn part is at the center of the fabric. Then after doing that, you insert your Mako. Once you fold your fabric, you try to adjust the Mako so you make sure that everything is equal before sewing. Alright, so I'll be using pin just to hold this edge down. Then I'll attach my elastic. Please watch my video and you'll see how to attach elastic. And this elastic I'm holding is 1 inch elastic. You can see the way it is. I already have a video on how to attach it on a zaracap and the same method you will follow. So I won't be showing how to insert this here in order not to make this video too long. You just insert the elastic, then sew this part down. Okay, make sure the elastic is at the center. You can see how mine is. Make sure it's at the center, and this is the finished look. Guys, the link up here, click on it to see how I attached the elastic into this fabric. Okay, just watch that video. All right, so once you are done, you stitch everything, and this is the outcome. All right, so I'll set this aside to continue with your other fabric. Lest I forget, you locate the center of this Mako, then insert a pin there. There is a reason for that. This will give you a guide on where to attach the design on the Mako, okay? So I will set this aside. Then the next fabric I'm holding now is for the round design that is placed on top of the headband, okay? And the length of this fabric is 40 inches length. I cut out two pieces of it, 40 inches length. All right, we're going to place it on top of each other this way, then sew it down, as in join it together. After joining, we're going to hem the edges as a normal way of hemming. Then this is the outcome. You can see the way it looks. All right, so I'll be using this to form the pleats. After forming pleats, I'll roll it round and form a round circle. Just watch and see how it goes. So guys, it's time to attach this design. I remember that point I placed my pin. You can drop yours there if you want, but I placed mine very close to it. If you watch, it's not at the center of the headband. It's just slightly shifted beside it, okay? But you can decide where you place yours. Then use a needle and thread and tack down to the headband. Alright, the fabric I'm holding now will be for the small fan design, and the length is 12 inches. I cut out 2 pieces. So just watch and see how I fold in the edges, then sew it down before forming the fan. Okay, guys, I want to explain something here. I had to do mine 12 inches. You understand? The reason is because this my fabric doesn't have it's not strong. If I form the fan, it won't stand well. That's why I made it 12 inches, then doubled it. But if you feel that yours is strong, you can just cut out one piece, which is 6 inches, then hem the 2 sides. I don't know if you understand me. Like mine is light, that's why I doubled it. It's 12 inches. You can see what I did. But if you feel that yours is strong, like if you're using two-toned and it's very strong, just cut out 6 inches, then hem both edges, then form the design this way. Don't even understand what I mean. All right, so form your pleats again. Make sure you get 4 pleats, please. The pleats here are tiny, so try as much as you can to form your pleats. You can see 4 pieces, 4 pleats. Try as much as you can to get 4 pleats, and you will pleat from that sewn side. The sewn side, this place is the side I sew down, so this will be the side that we'll be using for the designs. And this is the side I will rub gum, and I will attach it at the edge of the fan. So I'll be using my UHU gum to hold it down first before attaching it to the headband. Guys, please, if you have reached this level and find this video helpful, kindly give us a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel if you are new to this channel. All right, then for those that ask questions, remember the comment section is there for you. So this is the headband seated on my dummy head. So it's time to place this fan. Let's see how it goes. All right, so I'll be using my pin just as a guide, and I'll place this on top. Watch, you will notice that I brought my hand up small. You understand? Take it up small, just the way I just did. Okay, take it up small. If you watch, you'll see what I mean. Take that fan, small fan or plate, take it up. Then also bring your pins and hold it down. Please, wherever I'm pinning now, this is where I will later use my needle and thread to tack it. This point, I use my pin to hold down. I will later do what? Use my needle and thread and hold it down. So what you do is, when you use pin to hold the first one, you use needle and thread and tack down. Then the second one, you use needle and thread and tack it down. So this is the way it looks. Guys, you can see, you can leave it this way if you want, but I'm not through with this yet. So guys, the fabric I'm holding measures 36 inches length. You divide it into 2 this way. Use your scissors to cut it out. At this point, I've already hemmed them out. The edges, the 2 edges, if you watch closely, you notice that I've used my sewing machine to hem the edge. All right, so I cut it into 2, and you can see what I mean. Just sew here down. Then I'll use this to form my rows. What you do is fold it. The wrong side will be inside, while the right side will be outside. Sew it down. You won't turn it, you won't turn anything out. After sewing it down, the sewn part will be at the center, just the way you can see it. The sewn part will be at the center. Don't turn anything out, okay? So please watch closely and see how I form this fabric rows. Please guys, I posted this video on my channel. If you are having difficulty on how to locate my older videos, which I know will be helpful to you, kindly watch this video. The link is up here. This place pointing you. Just tap on that link and it will just take you to the video on how to watch other videos on my channel. I noticed that some people are new on YouTube and they don't know how to do that. So guys, just watch closely and see how I form this fabric rows. If you find this difficult, just rewind this part and you'll get it. It is quite technical, but I believe that if you take it easy and watch it well, you'll get how to form these rose. If you watch closely, you notice that the rose is ready, and I rubbed UH gum here. After tacking the center part, I rubbed UH gum here, and I later pressed it hard until the thing dries. Then I attached it to the center of this design. After attaching the two fan by the side, make sure you sew it with your needle and thread. Then for this design, you place it on top like this and do what? Tack down with your needle and thread. Don't go more. Anyway, I prefer tacking than gumming. So guys, you can later add your embellishment if you want, but this is the end of this tutorial. And please watch my other videos and give this video a thumbs up if it's helpful. Thank you.